Oh, hey, I'm Roggg, and you've just caught me getting home from a shoot that was 3 hours away. Here at GoToTeam, our FX9 is the heart of our gear package, and there's really only 3 acceptable ways to transport it from point A to point B, and I'd love to show you what those are. Oh, shit, where's my camera? The first option would be putting the FX9 in the camera bag if you happen to have one in your kit. What you're gonna wanna do is you put the camera bag behind the driver's seat and then use a bike lock through the camera handle and truck to keep it secure. This is a great way to keep the camera safe due to all the padding in the bag, but it's a bit bulky. The second option when transporting your camera would be disassembling it and putting it in a Pelican 1510, and then just making sure you use a bike lock to secure it to the truck. This is a great option if you're trying to catch a flight, but not really practical if you're driving to set. The final option, and the one I've been using for 14 years, would be mounting the camera to a VCT-14 plate. And spoiler alert, I use a bike lock for this as well. I like this method because the camera's super secure and it's easy to access. Let me show you how to mount this plate to the truck. It's pretty easy. All you need is a VCT-14 plate, 2 bolts and a handful of washers, some painter's tape, a Sharpie, a universal wrench, and a drill with a bit to cut through wood. The first thing you need to do is decide where you want this plate to go. I like to put the plate in position, and then I would get my camera, clip it onto this plate without it being bolted down. And I do this to make sure that when I close this door, that there's enough buffer and that the window isn't gonna smack into the back of your camera, whether that's the battery or your monitors there. But once you know where the VCT-14 plate is gonna be, then you wanna grab a piece of painter's tape. It doesn't have to be super long. You're gonna rip it. And you're gonna place it on the bottom of the VCT-14 plate. Then you're gonna take a Sharpie and you're gonna punch 2 holes through the tape that would be where the bolts are gonna come through the bottom of the cargo box and mount to the plate. I know I want that hole, and then this is the other one I've used. So I'm gonna punch that, cool, that's done. Now I'm gonna take the tape off and I'm gonna place it where I wanna drill those holes. I just take my drill, put the drill bit on, and drill 2 holes. Then you're gonna take the painter's tape off. Then you're just gonna take your bolts and your washers and you're gonna stick them through the hole. And you're just gonna line it up, screw it in by hand for just a little bit. Then you can find the other hole, and that one should line up pretty easy. So you take your universal wrench and you can tighten it a little bit tighter. If this mechanism doesn't work, it means you've tightened it too tight from the bottom. Once the VCT-14 plate is tight and secure, you're good to go. Don't forget the bike lock. At the end of the day, we gotta take care of our truck and gear, and it all starts with the FX9. Now, if you don't mind, I gotta see where I'm going next. Let me check out my calendar. Connecticut. Where the hell's my camera?